Did you get ready in the dark or something? Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Tessa. You're watching Tessa's Tarot. This is going to be your October 2021 Oracle and Tarot reading. Now before I jump into your reading, I definitely have to say this is going to be a very interesting reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody, obviously. This is a general reading. Do stay tuned though, because I'm going to keep putting out more videos. Okay, so there is like a lot of really good energy and action here, but there's also some deeper stuff that's going on that you are still dealing with. Now before I kind of like jump into the details and tell you what I see going on over here, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of tell you what cards I pulled. I used 4 different decks, so I'm just going to name them off. So from the Astro Soul deck, we got the second house, which is the house of Taurus. We have Vesta, the asteroid representing devotion. And then we have the vertex point, okay, from the Astro Soul deck, which is like karmic, fated connections, a turning point in your life, people who like are meant to come into your life and they kind of like change it somehow, okay? From the Tarot of Mystical Moments, we have the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, so Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. 8 of Swords is Gemini energy. From Influence of the Angels Tarot, we have the Death card, Major Arcana, Scorpio energy. The 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. And the World card, another Major Arcana, closing out this group of cards over here representing Saturn, the planet Saturn. And then from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, we have Change, Patience, and Guardian Angel. Okay. Oh my goodness. So when I first started, when I first started throwing out the cards, I was like, well, maybe not throwing them out, but you know what I mean. I was like, whoa, like I really liked the flow of energy that was going on here, because it just looked like you are so like, you're just feeling like energized, you're feeling inspired with the Knight of Wands energy. It's like you're just ready to create that long-term security for yourself, okay? You are like determined to just like go after what you want. Excuse me, with this second house pulling up over here, the house of Taurus, it deals with long-term stability, resources, financial stability, possessions, values. It's like you are just like in it. You could have been working on a project, or maybe you just recently went back to work. Either way, like you are just in this like place right now where you are just like truly like you just feel like you feel good because you're going after what you want. You are like passionate about creating this energy for yourself, about creating this life for yourself, whether it is like a personal project or like a business, or it's just like about making money, you know, just kind of like getting back into the flow of creating that stability of yourself, creating your independence. And then with the devotion card coming out over here, I'm definitely feeling like you are like almost devoted to a cause, okay? It's like you're devoted to this cause, and that cause is being guided by your heart, okay? And the Page of Pentacles that's falling under here too, like it is very, like there is definitely something in particular that you are looking at and that you do feel a deeper devotion to that perhaps you don't have in your life quite yet, but it has to do with creating a long-term, like being devoted to creating a long-term kind of like success and stability for yourself, because you like maybe eventually you want to settle down and you want to, you know, find a partner or something like that. So it's like really important that you like, you do want to take your time. It like, I do feel like if there is like, if there is someone who comes into your life, you want to like kind of take your time with it, get to know them. you want to really show that steady devotion, you know, like you really want to be fully like devoted to what you value, okay? So it doesn't I don't necessarily see a person in this reading. So what it is, you could be devoted to yourself, you could be devoted to the creation of your life, you could be devoted to your passion. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, I am feeling a very deep kind of devotion, and like this figuring out how to get to that, you know, like kind of like, it's almost like you do have that, like the Knight of Wands is fast masculine energy, and the Page of Pentacles is very slow, meticulous, strategic, like slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. And so is Taurus energy as well. So I find the dynamic of that very interesting. It's almost like your passion, your heart is very like energized to make this happen, but you're also like understanding, you're also be able to create this balance within yourself where you understand that it's going to be a process, and that it is going to be like you have to do things day at a time. Like you can definitely be on top of things and like go out day at a time, but you also understand that to obtain that long-term stability, that long-term success, you are going to need to be patient, okay? And then we do have the patience card that came out over here too, that you are going to need to be patient in order to achieve that. There's also going to be some changes that you're going to need to make in your life with the change card here. Perhaps it has to do with like how you spend your money, perhaps it has to do with financial matters, but there's definitely some changes that are going to be taking place, some new things that you're going to discover and realize. Okay, and there are going to be some things that are going to have to come to an end. Now, when I pulled this Death card, I got some really, really intense energies, okay? For some of you, you know, I like the way that I received this energy, I feel like for some of you, there could be a death this month. It doesn't have to be someone that you're really close to or a family member. It could be like a family member of a friend. Like all I know, like I'm a Sagittarius, and like when I pulled that card, like I don't know, like because the energy was just like flowing so smoothly. So when this end card came, I didn't necessarily, like, it felt different. It didn't feel necessarily connected to this. It didn't feel like something was ending in regards to your career. It didn't feel like something was ending in regards to like maybe a relation or like someone, but there is, this could be connected to a person, but I'm not feeling that. Like, I'm not feeling like it's the ending of a relationship or like a connection. I feel like it's something heavier. I feel like there's something else. Also, with the guardian angel right next to the death card, that's another reason why I was like, either someone will pass, or this is a really heavy death that you are still healing from that happened maybe in the past. And if that, and like it's still heavy on your heart, there's still a lot of heavy energy in regards to some death that happened in your past. And this individual who is now existing in the spiritual realm is like kind of like wanting to bring you comfort with the guardian angel, okay? And they're wanting to like tell you, you know, like, I like have your back, or like I'm looking out for you, and like you, like it's gonna be okay. Like there is definitely some heaviness here. There is a feeling like like maybe sometimes you feel like you have a hole in your heart, or there is this like really deep feeling like there is just this part of you like missing, okay? You feel like something is like missing, and the spiritual realm wants to bring you comfort. They want to fill that hole for you. They want to like show you that like it's okay to still feel hurt, like, but it's also okay to like feel love and to heal yourself. Like, just because you don't want to forget this person, that doesn't mean that they're not like part of you, okay? So like, yeah, so I definitely like this energy almost, I feel, is somehow it is connected, but I almost see like 3 different energies going on here. I see like this career, like make that money, like long-term success. There's like that going on. And then I also see this like slower moving energy in relation to maybe like a potential partner. And then I see some really heavy energy that you're also dealing with. So this reading has a lot of dimensions, okay? Like that's kind of like what I want to, you know, vocalize and get out there. There's a lot of dimensions to this reading. So anyway, so let's move on to the vertex point and we'll see if there's further connections, because like already there's a lot of connections, because like Vesta is currently in Scorpio, right? And we have Scorpio here. The vertex is in the 8th house. The vertex is in Cancer. So karmic point, synastry, fated connections, and turning points. So what I initially got when I pulled this card was that you are going to like, this is either someone that you already were destined to meet, someone you already know, okay? For a lot of you, for some of you, I'm not feeling a lot, I'm feeling some. I'm feeling for some of you, it is someone who you already met them. And it felt like a really, really strong connection. It felt fated. It felt like this is destiny, okay? And perhaps a lot of you still feel like it's destiny for you to be with this person, okay? I think a lot of you still feel like it's destiny, but both of you like have your own shit going on. And I feel like both of you have a lot of things maybe that you need to work on your own, okay? I'm really getting that, okay? There is something about this person's energy that makes you feel trapped with the 8 of Swords over here. There's something about this fated connection, even though you feel such a strong attachment to this person and you feel like there is something here and I just don't know what it is. Like something is wanting to bring us together. Like there's something in your heart, you know, and you know, there's a good possibility that this Death card is also representing this connection, because perhaps you guys have gone through a lot of cycles, deaths, rebirths, like constant cycles, especially with the World card. Like there's always a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. It's like you guys are just like going in circles. And then with the 2 of Pentacles over here, like, I don't know, like there is definitely this, like, it's like you're on 2 ends of the spectrum and you got your own stuff going on, but it's like there's also this like magnetism of like eventually wanting to come back together and try again. And then if that doesn't work out, you would go your separate ways again. But then it's like crazy. But I'm definitely seeing some kind of cycle. Like there's these cycles that happen with the 2 of you. You know, and you're like trying to do all this other stuff and like they got a lot of stuff going on, but there is something about this person's energy that like kind of makes you feel trapped. Okay, this is the 8 of Swords. This is Jupiter and Gemini, and we also have Jupiter and Capricorn. Okay, so there's some Jupiter energy going on here too. Okay, and this is kind of like, but this is self-entrapment. This is not them making you feel trapped. This is you making yourself feel trapped. It's almost like maybe like the way that they communicate with you, or the way that they approach you, or the way that they like generally just like view this relationship or view this connection, or like it's like making you feel trapped. Also, the fact that this is a fated connection, the fact that it's like it makes you feel like you are not in control. And it's like, I feel like you have tried to end this. I feel like this is a connection you have tried to end over and over and over again with the World card. But it's just not working. It's like there's something in your heart that keeps drawing you back to them. And it's like every time you're like, no, this is it. This is it. It's like you're cool for like a month or something, or for like a little while. And then after that, you start to feel them again. So you guys might very well have like an intuitive connection. You could have a psychic connection. You could definitely be very, very deeply, deeply connected to one another, okay? And when we're dealing with Scorpio energy, we're dealing with deep, intimate connections that were established. This vertex, currently, in the current astrological system, the vertex is in Cancer, and it's in the 8th house of deep connections, of the occult, of like mystery and like the unconscious and like, you know, intimacy, sex, death, rebirth, cycles, okay? And with it being in Cancer, this is also someone who like you feel kind of at home with. Oh, wow. That freaked me out. Like, I just heard this pop. The tire on my bike popped. What is going on? Dude, you guys, that was insane. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I'm just like, I rode my bike like 2-3 days ago. I had to go get my tires. I had to fill my tires up because that back tire was just like constantly letting out air. And I think I overfilled it. I had a feeling, I'm like, I think I might have overfilled the tire because I don't have like a pressure thing. And I just kind of felt it. I'm like, this is really bumpy when I was riding my bike. And I was like kind of paranoid when I was riding home. I'm like, I really hope my tire doesn't pop. So that's crazy. 3 days later, as I'm just like filming this and I'm talking about like karma and destiny and fate. And then like out of nowhere, my tire just pops. It just like let out. I was like, what the hell was that? Like it kind of freaked me out because all I hear is like, psh. And I look and my tire's completely deflated. I think that I actually need a new tire completely. I replaced the front tire, but the back tire was trickier because I have like a basket. I have like all this shit mounted to my back tire, so they would have had to replace everything. But I was like, oh, maybe I don't need a new tire quite yet. Maybe we can wait. So now I know I need to go get a new tire. That was so insane. Like, you know, just like a release. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, am I building up a lot of energy in my apartment right now? Totally trippy. Totally trippy. Okay. New cycles, rebirth. See, now I need to. That's some. Is that symbolic? A new tire, a circle, death. I don't know, man. I'm kind of tripping myself out. I'm tripping myself out over here. Yeah. Okay then. Where was I? The vertex, karmic point, synastry, Vedic connections, turning point. I know. I'm going to be making really stupid jokes for the rest of this video now. Like, I don't even know if I could take myself seriously just because that was just, like, wild to me that happened. Fudge. This reading is crazy, Sagittarius. This is what I was talking about in the beginning. It's just, like, quite a few different things going on over here. A lot of dimensions, lots of layers to this reading, okay? But like ultimately it's like, what is this connection? Like, what is it? It's like, you just like want the answers. It's like, and you're feeling a little trapped by it because you don't know the truth. It's kind of like, you want the truth. Jupiter and Gemini, you want the truth, but it's like, it's like you're being trapped by it. It's like the universe doesn't want you to see the truth of this connection quite yet. Right? Like, what? But then we have, like, the World card, so another cycle is ending and a new one is beginning? Maybe that is the nature of your relationship, is just to keep, like, learning from each other, keep understanding, you know, because maybe the connection started out very passionately and it was all about, like, the intimacy and the sex, vertex, 8th house. And now it's like you have to actually learn about who this person is, how they are, how they operate. The magnetism in there, the attraction is there, but really it's like you don't, and you could have like known this person for years, but at the same time, there's always like something new to discover. Sagittarius, this is your reading, but you have a guardian angel. Maybe it's me. Oh my god, my tire. I'm going to cut this right here. This is your reading for October 2021. Totally wild. Even I'm going to reflect on this. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for the next reading. I'm going to try really hard to do a mid-October one. If I don't get around to it, I will do a November one for sure. Okay, I just have a lot going on right now. I wasn't able to do a mid-September one because I was so busy, like just kind of getting my life back on track after coming back from Serbia. But I'm definitely going to keep making videos. I'm still trying to operate and push my business in Chicago here. So just stay tuned. All right, Sagittarius, I will see you next time. Bye.